Tonight is Parent Appreciation Night. The coaches and players would like to extend a big thank you to all of the parents who are in the lives of these young women. Because if these girls are a representation of who you are, then you all must be some of the greatest people out there in the world. From driving them to practices and games, spending money on shoes and registration fees, consoling after games, cheering during games, and wanting each and every child to experience success, the parents in the stands deserve to be recognized for bringing these outstanding young women into this program. The Somerset Girls Basketball Program would like to thank you all for your commitment to making us into our best possible selves and for your unending dedication to your daughter's success. Please direct your attention to the video board as our players would like to honor our parents.
Hey, Mom and Dad.
Hey, Mother and Father.
Hola. Guten Tag, Mama and Papa. Hey, Daddy-o.
Hey, Mommy-o.
So, friends, I can't begin to thank you enough for everything you've done. For driving me 2.5 hours to my friend's camper.
To Chicago. Or coming with me to Missouri.
For being our biggest cheerleaders.
For making me feel better when I tripped a girl in the Osceola game. For buying us stuff
To celebrate you birthing us. You guys are the best.
Swag levels unmatched.
Tonight, we dedicate our game to you. And we hold our play on the court.
And conduct off the court makes you proud.
Because we're proud to be your daughters.
We love you guys!
Now, let's meet the parents of your Somerset basketball players. Once your name is called, please walk forward with your player. Claire Anderson, daughter of Derek and Alicia Anderson. Tony Banish, host family, Helen and Chris LaRue. Ashley Careful, daughter of Lori and Tony Careful. Sophie Emmert, daughter of Roxanne Kendall and Jay Emmert. Issa Fagan and Ronnie Fagan, daughters of Thomas and Danielle Fagan. Heather Gaikowski, daughter of Chuck and Christy Gaikowski. Mackenzie Lesha, daughter of Michelle and Jeremy Lesha. Addie McGeehan, daughter of John and Heidi McGeehan. Lucy Nichols, daughter of Josh and Jolene Nichols. Ella and Mia Olson, daughters of Eric and Becky Olson. Jenna Pepper, daughter of Jeff and Heather Pepper. Kendra Pritchett, daughter of Chad and Kelly Pritchett. Julia Rybecki, daughter of Jeff and Amy Rybecki. Josie Sanchez and Leslie Sanchez, daughters of Yadi and Yvonne Sanchez. Taylor Schaffner, daughter of Don and Tracy Schaffner. Avery Scow, daughter of Nancy and Ryan. Shaylin Strumke, daughter of Tim and Kathy Strumke. Let's have one more big round of applause for all of our parents. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the newly renovated Spartan Arena here in Somerset, Wisconsin. We thank you for taking time out of your day to join us tonight. My name is Keaton Anderson, science teacher here at Somerset High School, and joining me in the Spartan Livestream Lounge are my producers, Will the Consulate Rossmiller and Cody the Nor'easter Wallen, who is also playing in the Pep Band this evening, if you can't quite hear. He plays trumpet, folks. Without these two gentlemen and their hard work, all Spartan live streams would not be possible, and the Somerset community thanks you both. All Spartan live streams are produced for now and always by staff members here at the high school, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Northwest Communication. Somerset takes on Middle Border Conference rivals, the Ellsworth Panthers. The Panthers come into this contest tied for second place in the Middle Border with a 6-2 record and have a 10-7 record overall. Our Spartan ladies are sitting at the 7th spot in conference with a 3-6 record and are sporting a 7-10 record overall. At this stage of the season, conference standings are starting to paint a picture for the postseason to come. The Middle Border is extremely top-heavy so far this season, with the records, with the 4 top teams being separated by just 1 game. The Spartans are not in this picture yet, but finishing the season strong will get them there. We predicted from the very beginning that this is a young team that will season nicely as the season tears on. We're seeing this happen with each passing game, with only a few key areas to improve on before the rest of the conference starts to notice. Let's dive into some of the Spartan strategies for tonight's contest against the Panthers. Brought to you by Mr. Will Rossmiller. This will conclude the Northwest Communication pregame show. Take it away, the Consulate.
Well, Anderson, I like that you talk about kind of played-off seeding there, because the Somerset Spartans definitely could kind of change their fates here a little bit at the end of the season. Almost all of the teams they are playing against are in their regional, so that could definitely sway some seeding. Athletic Director, Assistant Principal, Mr. Probst has talked to us that computer systems are going to be seeding as opposed to people this year, so this game, big one, obviously. A game tomorrow against Bloomer, that's a big one because that's the first time Somerset's playing against Bloomer. We'll talk a lot more about that as we go. And then Altoona game, the St. Croix Central game, Osceola, Prescott, and Amory. So if Somerset can play their best basketball at the end, like we've talked about, they could see themselves potentially move up in that regional, potentially get a home game, which would be awesome. And I think it could be a good time to start it here tonight. Ellsworth has a fantastic record, but they have played some teams very closely. They only beat St. Croix Central by 6 points. Central 0-9 in conference this year. So if Somerset can keep it close throughout the game, I think they could get a nice victory here at home, finish off a nice week going into their game tomorrow against Bloomer.
Absolutely, and we'll be broadcasting that one tomorrow. Much more information to come about tomorrow and the rest of the season here. We'll send it to the floor to listen to the national anthem. Be back in 2 minutes.
Parents in attendance tonight on Parents' Night. Somerset High School and the Somerset School District believes in sportsmanship, and that is an integral part of interscholastic competition. We encourage fans to enthusiastically support their team, recognize the outstanding performance of opponents, and always exhibit good sportsmanship in their words and actions. Now, to honor America, would you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by members of the Somerset High School Choir and the cast of Newsies. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Panthers from Ellsworth. A sophomore, number 2, Molly Jenke.
Good job, you
A
guys.
sophomore, number 3, Maria Harrington. A sophomore, number 4, Aubrey Wittenberg. A sophomore, number 5, Kayla Cresson. And a sophomore, number 15, Kayla Cresson. The Panthers are coached by Jason James. And now the starting lineup for your Somerset Spartans. A sophomore, number 10, Julia Rybecki. A senior, number 12, Mackenzie Lesha. A junior, number 14, Shaylin Strumke. A junior, number 15, Heather Gankowski. And junior number 22, Claire Anderson.
And we're here, folks. How about that cheer squad down there? Brielle Harris getting tossed into the air in all different directions here, folks. Awesome job by the Newsies squad as well, doing the national anthem.
That was awesome.
Check out that musical. Oof, gave me goosebumps. Made the hair stand up on the back of my neck, you know. A beautiful, beautiful rendition of the national anthem. As we are ready to kick off the game here, we got Ellsworth versus Somerset. It's high school girls basketball on a Friday night. Can't beat that, folks. Julia Rybecki tries to swat it right to Mackenzie Lesha. Starting this one off, moving and grooving. Ellsworth coming out in a 1-3-1 heavy trap defense here. Lesha down the lane, turnover. Ellsworth off and moving. Nice step to the hoop. Strong 1-2. And that's going to be an individual we talk a lot about tonight. That's Molly Jenke.
Yep, Jenke, a fantastic player. Can do it from the inside, can do it from the outside. Second leading scorer in the Middle Border Conference only as a sophomore. So very good basketball player. I believe daughter of head coach Jason Jenke.
Very great skill set already. I've only seen her for 10 seconds playing, and it looks like it's going to be a battle
I feel like I remember her even from last year as a freshman playing.
And she's got size, too. She's probably one of the taller girls, if not the tallest girl out there, maybe besides Shaylin Strumke. Skip to Rybecki on the block. Ooh, back rim no good. That one was in and out.
Rybecki thought that one was in, too, as she kind of backed out of the paint there.
No hesitation, letting it fly. Bang from distance. That's Ava Brookshaw.
One of the many sophomores on this team that contributes. Boy, is this going to be a good team in a couple years. They're already a very good team.
Absolutely. Tied for second place in the conference. Turnover.
Not how Coach Lindenberg wants the Spartans to start here.
Oh, hesitation. Driving buckets. Jenke.
Wow.
Jenke will not be denied.
That's a timeout after less than a minute there. As that's about as poorly as you could start it for Somerset.
Oh, me, oh, my. Ellsworth coming out swinging, folks.
7 points in 1 minute. Wow. Whew.
Well, no better time than to thank Northwood Technical College. Stay safe and learn locally. Start at Northwood Technical College and save thousands. They're also a nationally recognized 2-year college program. Go further, faster at Northwood Technical College. Much like one Molly Jenke, who's going further very fast.
Yeah, she's averaging 18.4 points per game, shooting 39% from 3. Also averaging 10.6 rebounds on the season. So
that is quite
a walking
stat
double-double right there. Yeah. I think she might be leading the conference in rebounds as well. So very impressive.
Spartans already just getting harassed by this kind of 1-3-1. Trap into a 1-3-1 is a very good combo. Lesha letting it fly, no good. Bobbled. Saved by who? And there's going to be a
foul on Somerset.
Foul on Claire Anderson, most likely.
4 points in a minute for Jenke. That's on pace for, 144 in the game?
I think you're right, yeah. I don't know if she'll quite make that, but you never really know.
As you see the ball get progressed up the floor tonight, make sure to take a look at the cheer squad. Full lineup cheer squad down here.
on your right-hand side of the screen.
It'll be your right-hand side of the screen. We got a bunch of JV girls down here in the student section as well.
It's so quiet that they can hear you during those those timeouts.
Oh, that's fine. Everybody loves to hear me talk anyways. That'll be great. Janky leading this one. Oh, no-look pass. Holy cow.
Spartans catch a break there.
Turn the rewind machines on. No-look pass, just heaving it across court down to the block. Almost made that one happen.
Olsen into the game. Lesha getting a quick break here early on.
Claire to Strumke, up and in. Breaking the ice for Somerset tonight. Strumke with the first bucket.
That's the mold right there. That's what you got to do.
Spin, down, block, up and good. Going to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Kayla Cresson, another sophomore.
Yeah, a lot of talented sophomores on this Panther squad, folks. Yeah, in a couple years, they're going to be dangerous.
I think everyone on the floor right now is a sophomore. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 15.
All sophomores, huh?
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's scary, folks. This is going to be a team to be reckoning with in a year or two. They already are, like you said, Rossi. They're already a team.
This half court, almost 75% of the court, 1-3-1.
Oh, Lucy Nichols makes the three-pointer and is going for a 4-point chance.
We don't see those very often.
We do not.
That's what the Spartans needed right there. My goodness. The foul's going to be on Wittenberg, her first. Ellsworth's first foul as well.
Lucy making dimes nickels.
Well, Lucy had a fantastic game on Tuesday, scoring 12 points, I believe, 4 big three-pointers.
She was 3 of 4 in the first half, I believe. She was on fire from downtown. Lucy not able to convert the 4-point trip. Board, Mia Olsen.
In the right place at the right time.
And wowee, are the Spartans just getting harassed in the backcourt. Ellsworth is all over.
Oh, my goodness.
They're letting the ladies play tonight.
Yes, they are. Mia Olsen kind of took a knee to the head there.
If there's anybody that's going to get down on the floor and make some magic happen, Mia Olsen's going to be that player for Somerset. Love watching her play. Scrappy, not afraid to do the dirty work. Awesome player. Ball is in for Ellsworth. Not many times have they been able to set up their half-court offense.
Lesha has the job of covering Molly Janke, making her life difficult. Lesha doing a pretty good job on this set.
It's going to be interesting, though.
They need some help in the paint for sure.
Yep, I was just going to mention, I wonder what Coach Lindenberg's got in store, what he told Lesha, kind of pre-game.
Well,
is she going to front her?
I can tell you.
So, what did he say?
I believe Lesha's going to kind of play behind, and then if she needs help, you have Gaikowski or Strumke that are probably going to be close there. So talked a little bit about that before the game, during the school day actually. Off the front iron, no good. Just in terms of how do you guard someone like Molly Janke. So a couple of different things they're going to try. Obviously, hopefully some of them work sometimes. Nothing's going to work the entire time against a player like Janke, but you just hope that you can limit her scoring, and that's what actually St. Croix Central did a good job of earlier this week on Tuesday. They limited her to 12 points.
Wow.
So that has to be the blueprint for Somerset here in order to kind of stay in this game and, again, try to keep it close.
Yeah, it's interesting as well. Usually when there's kind of one dominant force on a team, you might even see teams just kind of go box and one and just try, like Lesha would be that person that just kind of literally kind of just follow.
Janke gets the point there, up to 5.
Score is 5-11, Somerset, with a Lucy Nichols and Strumke shot here.
McGeehan checking into the game for Somerset. Janke makes both of her free throws.
Oh.
Almost some good defense there. That's number 3, Maria Harrington.
And they are in.
Harrington playing at the top of this 1-3-1.
Yeah, I would say there's not even a name for the press that Ellsworth is doing. They're just doing a full court 1-3-1.
Hard.
Full court 1-3-1. It is already working though. Shots up, no good.
Janke has it and is just going. Mia Olsen matching up against her.
Janke putting a head fake from 20 feet away. Oh,
Mia Olsen matched up against her.
Olsen's on Janke, trying to do her best.
Mia Olsen held her own on that defensive set.
That's a win.
For her. Yep.
That's a win. Yep.
Surprised that Ellsworth didn't find Janke on that possession. That's a travel by Nichols.
and limiting the touches. We will see how Spartans, how they're going to accomplish that. 14-11 left to go in this first half. Somerset in this one, putting on the 2-2-1 full court. Ellsworth easily breaking. Oh, picked off by McGeehan.
Couldn't get both feet in bounds.
Not quite able to stay in. And Ellsworth is going to see the first slob of the night. Sideline out of bounds play. Janke taking this one out. Successfully enters. Janke putting on the flex screen here. We'll see how that goes. Oh, that's in. Blocked by Lesha.
Good defense right there.
Nice block on the much taller Janke. Calling the SWAT team. Mackenzie Lesha is there. Lesha thinking this is soccer.
Preventing the easy inbound pass there.
For folks of you listening at home, you're not allowed to kick the ball.
No, usually frowned upon. Don't get a foul for it, though. Wide open three.
Bouncing.
I think Somerset has to be okay with some of those wide open opportunities. As long as Janke is not seeing those, got to be okay with it. Nichols for three.
Nichols is that's kind of the weak spot so far, at least from up here in the
Those
live stream
corners,
lounge. Yep, transition corners. Lucy is doing well. Shooter's got to shoot. Can't hesitate. I talked to her just kind of haphazardly during the school week. I met her a couple times, and I was like, good job. And Shooter's got to shoot.
Yep,
as she did so well in the last game on Tuesday.
Shooting 36% from three on the season so far is Lucy Nichols, the freshman.
Somerset doing a good job holding their own on this possession. Lesha on Janke's back. Gets it, enters, faces, one up and good.
Woo.
Good step through from Janke, offensive board, and Somerset paying the price.
Yep, Cresson going to the line to shoot two. Somerset already with 5 fouls in the first here. Nice and quiet here in Somerset. There we go.
Quiet.
Ellsworth up 9 here in the early going.
Somerset doing a good job eclipsing half court. There it is into Heather. Somerset getting the ball where they wanted to, and Heather gets bumped.
Yep, Cresson with the foul there, I believe.
Before
Only Ellsworth's second.
While we watch this substitution, we got to take a nod and thank Katie Shader, who's our camera operator this evening. Thanks, Katie, senior at Somerset High School. Direct inbound to Gaikowski, goes up, no foul.
Breaking news for the Ellsworth Panthers, Ashlyn Townsend now into the game, a junior, not a sophomore.
The junior. Nichols on ball, now Gaikowski on ball. Tipped by Gaikowski. Wow, and you can really tell this is a different Ellsworth team without Janke on the floor.
Yep.
If she is on the bench, that is
Janke is
winning.
on the floor right
She's
now.
right there.
Yep.
Oh, she is.
Guessing she's probably not going to be checking out a whole lot in this one.
I did not even notice her, my goodness.
Nice defense by Lucy Nichols.
Lesha on Janke, in.
They're going to call a foul on Lesha there.
She's going to get a shove. Not agreeing with that one. She's going to have a heck of a day down there.
Yep. So that's something to watch, because if Lesha gets into foul trouble, this game gets very, very interesting.
If Lesha gets into foul trouble, we're going to see a lot more of Julia Rybacki going up against Janke.
Janke. Patiently waiting for something to happen. There we go. Olsen on Janke, perimeter. Picks up her dribble, dead in the water. Panthers overloading, picked off by McGeehan. Snagged it right from her, folks.
Geez.
Lesha hitting the floor. Shaking it off like a trooper she is.
Yep. Harrington with her first foul. Third foul for the Panthers.
Speaking of Mackenzie Lesha, we got to thank Grandma Midge. Mackenzie Lesha's grandmother, always tuning in for our games.
Mia for three.
Oh, almost got the around
got
bouncing in there.
Boy, Ellsworth just taking off with not even an advantage, not even a hesitation.
They go.
Oh, head fake, floater.
Good.
Good.
Is that number 4?
That's Wittenberg.
Anderson has to be careful there not to get stuck.
Yeah, this Ellsworth team is all over the place. Very athletic, clearly. Claire with it. Shoots. No good. Lesha with it. Head fake. Claire, a second try. No good.
Good long rebound there. Lesha probably trying to get the foul there potentially, but refs are letting them play, like you said earlier, Mr. Anderson.
Letting them play. Almost got a playoff sort of vibe here tonight. Everybody's just kind of helter-skelter, really just
Somerset
anxious.
needs to score some points here to make it a bit more of a playoff vibe. Is down 11 here early, need to get something going.
I mean, Claire got the shots that she wanted. She got 2 great open threes, just can't quite make them.
Yep.
Deep floater. No good.
Long rebound, McGeehan will take it and run.
Running out in transition, seeing a disadvantage. Oh, geez, picked off here. Going the other way. Jenke with it. Baseball picked off by Claire.
And
Claire
Anderson
with
will take
it. Claire was going to go dunk that
Yeah.
one. Lesha. Oh, what's that going to be?
Like a
Tripping.
trip, yep. That's going to also be on Maria Harrington. I believe that'll be her second here.
Lesha getting
Team
tripped
fourth.
up.
Early foul advisory for Harrington.
Into McGeehan, and Somerset will start this one again. Panthers playing a very intimidating 1-3-1 zone. Oh, Lesha is not going to appreciate that mistake.
Not happy with herself on that one.
Got to shake it off and keep on going. Somerset looking to ignite the embers here offensively. Been a little stagnant the last 5 minutes or so. I don't think we have scored.
Nope.
Mia Olsen down in Jenke.
And
Mia and Lesha working together. Deep ball, brick.
I'm just
No good.
shocked that they can't get that ball to Jenke. It's kind of blowing my mind.
Good perimeter defense so far. Oh, McGeehan is wide open on the basket. Didn't find her. Gaikowski on the elbow. On the floor. Rips it away. Somerset retains possession. Lesha, bobs, weaves, darts.
My gosh. That
Up
would've been
and no
something.
good.
That would have been one for the ages right there, folks.
That would have been a terrific
wow.
play. The senior, Mackenzie Lesha, going to the line. She gets that one right back, long board. And coming in for the shooter. Oh, excuse me. Lesha is not coming out. I was going to say, the only way she can get subbed out is if she's hurt. That one's good.
Spartans down 10 with about 10 to go in the first half.
Oh, Jenke's trapped at half court. That's a travel. Nice press from Somerset. We also got to give a quick nod. You folks behind the camera did not see, because I'm going to talk about the person behind the camera giving the old fingertip waves on that Mackenzie Lesha free throw, giving her school spirit all she could give. One Katie Shader behind the camera tonight.
Katie also part of that quartet that sang the anthem.
Yep.
Fantastic job.
And part of Pep Band. She's doing it all tonight.
That's true.
Lesha, stop, shot, no good. And going to be Ellsworth ball.
Nope. Heather couldn't quite corral that one before going out of bounds.
Similar aggressive defense that we saw on Tuesday as well, where there's not a lot of time the Spartans have to run their offense. Really got to take advantage of opportunities and take what they can get.
Really good trap opportunity. Boy,
That
Jenke,
no-look
no
pass.
look, up, nothing but
what?
net.
That's
What?
about the 6th no-look pass I've seen from this Ellsworth Panther team.
What a tantalizing
They did-
pass from
They did a
Jenke.
really interesting drill early in their warm-up that had to do with no-look passes. It was really interesting to watch.
And there's going to be a foul probably on Addison McGeehan.
One of those things where if you do it successfully,
Yep.
it's probably a really good good tool in the
Bunch of
tool belt there.
Patrick Mahomes out there.
Right.
Molly Jenke just kind of heat checking herself a little bit, getting
Yeah.
a little into it. You got to love that, though, folks. Even though we are a Somerset, affiliated and very heavily biased organization, game appreciates game. We
Yep.
gotta respect the game that's going on.
Still, one of the greatest performances that we've seen on the Spartan live stream did not come from a Spartan. It came from Isabella Lenz for Prescott. couple
51
years ago.
points.
That was something.
51
Hard
points.
to even imagine.
Yeah, it was almost like a video
Once
game.
you got above 30, it was just like
Well, and the craziest thing about that game is it wasn't a complete Isabella Lenz show.
no.
Like, it was a slow trickle 51
Well,
that
again, she
happened
was such a
throughout the game.
fantastic facilitator
Yeah.
that she really could see the floor well. Probably was a part of just about every point that Prescott had in that game just because of all the assists that she had and the good passing and good defense.
Oh, almost picked off there.
Of course, Isabella Lenz playing at Michigan Tech, I believe, freshman this year.
Ashlyn Townsend, number 14. She just came out. She's getting into it. Almost picked that one off. She's ready to go, folks. I mean, so far, to me, it seems like this Ellsworth team has showed up a little more than Somerset. Backdoor cut down the lane. Floater no good. Gets her own board. Put back is good. That's Brookshaw again. Good second chance opportunity. Oh, man, Claire's just getting trapped at half court every time. Across court to Nichols. Now the half court starts. Tough passing. Nichols, corner, bang! 3 for Lucy. Number
Freshman with
3's
the
got
big
6.
3 points there. Yeah, there you go.
Very strange turnover that just was.
Somerset will take it.
Score is 9-22. Ellsworth feeling a lot like Taylor Swift, feeling 22, folks.
Oh, no.
The references are a-coming. McGeehan straight. Oh, wow. Oh, the charge.
Offensive foul.
Wow, that is interesting.
You don't see that every game.
No, you do not. McGeehan very quickly, I believe. Is that her? Oh, is that only her first foul?
That'd be her second.
Oh, her second foul.
Yep. 8 fouls for Somerset.
Yeah, 8 fouls already. There's 8.5 minutes to go.
Oh, boy. Lucy Nichols went up for that one and went straight down.
Ellsworth, domination so far on both ends of the floor. How is Somerset going to respond?
Travel.
Good defense can lead to offense. Kenzie Lesher going to take this one out. Pretty good view of the cheer squad here.
Timeout,
Watching her
Somerset.
take it out. We got a timeout on the floor here, folks. We're going to thank Countryside Plumbing and Heating. Stay cozy whatever you're doing this winter. Countryside Plumbing and Heating is here to help. From maintaining your current heating system to installing a new variable speed Bryant Evolution system with perfect heat plus and perfect humidity plus technologies, we can help keep your home warm and inviting all winter long. To schedule an appointment, contact Countryside Plumbing and Heating at 715-246-2660 or at www.countrysideph.com. Bryant, whatever it takes. Claire going right to the corner where she knows she's going to get trapped. It's a little unusual why they're still trying that. Lesha trying to be sneaky, but that's not going to work tonight, folks.
Somerset needs to go on a run here of some sorts to get back into this game. Down 13 early here. And we know the damage that Ellsworth can do.
Cannot let off the gas in this contest, folks. Ellsworth, a lot of room to run. Jumper rattles out, no good. Offensive board. Jenke. That's going to be a travel. Travel on the floor. Good call by the men in stripes. And we'll see what Somerset has up their sleeves this time. Ellsworth calling off the dogs. Now going to
2-3, it looks like.
that is a very disguised 1-3-1 almost.
Oh.
Just nothing going Somerset's way. Ellsworth, good passing, and they're off and running. Pitching it up the floor is Jenke. Into the block. Claire there for defense. Gaikowski board.
Heather Gaikowski there. Heather Gaikowski not getting involved at all on the offensive side yet. Somerset needs her presence there.
That must have been part of the scouting report for Ellsworth. Keep Gaikowski away from the ball.
Usually we say that, and then she goes on about a 12-point run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, in the 1-3-1, I will admit it's hard to get
There you go.
post players. There's one. Heather Gaikowski adding 2
First
to the
points of the
scoreboard. Yeah, the 1-3-1 is tough to get post players involved. Nice running floater, no good. Ellsworth not afraid to do those floating shots. Score is 11-22. 6:52 and rolling left in the first half. Somerset 8 fouls, Ellsworth has 5. Yes, looks like Ellsworth is in a 2-3 zone, but it's a very active 2-3 trapping zone.
Yep. Oh, gonna give that a jump, and that's Somerset's ball.
Somerset gonna see the ball out of bounds underneath the bucket. Mia Olsen checking in for Addison McGeehan.
Oh, tricky pass there. Somerset's gonna luck into it.
Ball's on the floor, finally rallies. Claire doing the old end around the opposite floor.
Oh, she's gonna, thought she'd have an open shot there for a second.
Sure did. Overloading the floor is not something that Coach Lindenberg is known for a lot. We'll see if he tries to do something like that. Overloading is great for the 2-3
Yeah, I was
zone.
about to say, I feel like we've seen him do it with the 2-3 zone at times.
Head fake, Lesha, full head of steam to the rack. Up, no good. And Ellsworth just keeps coming, folks. Relentless is this team. Very, very good squad we're seeing here tonight. They came to play. Picked off, Lucy got her fingers on it.
Kind of trying to force it to Janke there.
Lesha still on Janke, trying her best to front her at times, just keep her out of the post. Another floater, that one's up and good. That's Brookshaw.
Wittenberg, actually, I believe. I think it was
excuse me,
number 4.
Wittenberg.
4 points for number 4.
Lesha starting out high, getting Mia in the screen and roll action. Swinging it around the horn. Quick ball movement. Lesha, ooh, a collision. Oh, Lesha, brick.
Back out, Nichols, 3.
Nichols for 3. No good. And Ellsworth finally gets that board. Well, that was an interesting series of events. Janke, step back. That one's good. Nothing you can do about that. That's just game.
That is her 40th three-pointer of the season right there.
Wow.
That is many three-pointers. Oh, and Heather Gaikowski doing a great job sealing down there. In the business, we call that a bury, a post bury, just flat out pushing your defender underneath the hoop right behind you, trying to get some space. Gets fouled.
That foul's on Jillian Griggs there, her second.
Claire with it. Trying to make something happen. Back to Heather. Strong move. No good. Too strong off the glass. 4:36 left in the half. Mia on Janke.
Wow.
Spinorama. Met. Whew. Met on the block against Heather Gaikowski.
Kind of hit a wall there. Lindenberg, I think, wants an offensive foul, but I don't know if anyone had their feet set on that.
No, you're not going to get an offensive foul.
No.
Janke's first shot, good.
10 points for Janke. Lindenberg still talking to the officials there.
I don't think he's going to win that argument. Somerset going to do their best to get back in this one before the half closes.
Needs something here.
A little bit of pixie dust. Back into Heather. There she's a good position on the block. Up and good. Heather Gaikowski will not be denied in the paint.
Need that 5, 6, 7, 8 more times. Whoa, what a pass.
Baseball pass.
Gosh, just a line drive.
Floater, and that is a little too easy, folks, even though that was not a make.
I'm still caught up with that pass. Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does Janke play softball?
we got to figure that out.
Yeah.
Where are the Somerset interns, the live stream interns?
They're all busy tonight playing basketball. 2 on the floor right now. 1 currently in Amory. Talon Lane suiting up for his first JV game tonight. Very excited about that for Talon.
Getting the upgrade, huh?
Kid works very, very hard, and he was so excited to tell me on Tuesday. So
Ellsworth trying to make this one 30.
See if we can get a
Very
halftime update here eventually for that Amory game.
And Somerset, honestly, I feel that they would do very well just trying to do as much transition work as possible.
I think you're right. They did well early on with that, just getting the ball down the floor quickly. And this Ellsworth defense just collapses onto that ball.
Oh, trap. Gaikowski met. Gaikowski strips it. 101. Mano-a-mano. Couldn't convert.
Need those.
Oh, Janky. Oh, jeez. Almost
Shot
made
fake did
that
him
one.
dirty there. Whew.
And here we go. Calming back down are the Spartans. Mia thinking about shooting that one. Boy, one skip pass and we got some people shooting
Back out,
here.
back out.
One skip
Heather
pass
has
out of
to
there.
see the opening on the outside there. That is so frustrating. Travel there.
Oh,
Somerset gets
travel.
lucky.
That was an interesting call because the Ellsworth player didn't exactly catch it with two hands. Kind of had one hand kind of rallied it, so that's a little interesting. That's Townsend, got called for the travel. And Ellsworth putting the press back on again. I believe they call that a 1-2-1-1 press or something like that. Lucy, down and out from the corner, no good. Lesha and Janky one-on-one. Stop, jumper, bank no good. Lucy with it. Coach Lindenberg telling him to take off.
Oh, tipped it right to Heather Gaikowski there.
Claire tipped.
Thought that might be a foul. Lindenberg thinks so too.
Oh, and Janky just
Janky,
doing work.
floater. No good.
Offensive board. Passing it out. Mid-range jumper. That one's nothing but net. From mid-range, that's Wittenberg. Full timeout for Coach Lindenberg.
Boys basketball update. They are currently beating Amory 32-31 with 7 seconds left in the first half.
That is closer than Somerset would want it, as Amory has to be a win for that team. Last in the conference this year. I remember a couple years back, Amory went 0-21, so they've been building up since then. But I know last year when the boys went there, it was kind of a trap game, and Somerset just barely came out of that one alive.
Right.
Looks like it might be similar going here in the first half right now.
That's your halftime score there.
32-31?
Yep.
Awesome.
We are going to witness some cheerleading happen down here by the student section. Mostly ladies down here for the student section, as it's pretty much just the basketball JV team for the most part.
Got a lot of sports happening tonight.
Yeah, everybody's gone. We got a lovely cheer squad here.
Keep on trucking all the way.
For those of you that can't see as well, we had the Pep Band here tonight, and they are still here, folks. I believe they might play a little bit at halftime.
Yep, we have 2 senior solos for dance tonight, Drew Krybeck and Rachel Webb. So that'll be the first thing that we have on the docket during halftime. And then the Pep Band will probably play a couple more tunes and call her a night. And call her a week, as they performed another time this week already. So
led and orchestrated by the Eric Posel. Claire with it, finding some success here to end the first half.
Claire's first points of the game. Somerset, they're going to call a foul on Lucy there. Somerset needs a couple more of those quick buckets here to make this more of a contest going into the second half.
I feel like Somerset, unfortunately, might be, at least we've seen enough games, they might be a do or die from three kind of team. It seems like when we're not shooting well from three, it is tough.
Especially when you take Heather Gaikowski out of the equation, which a lot of teams are doing. Try and kind of makes Somerset be a bit more one-dimensional, and that one dimension has been a bit of a struggle this season, as Claire Anderson and Kenzie Lesha both shooting about 25% from three. Lucy Nichols shooting 36% going into this game, but has struggled from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Just doesn't have the volume, Lucy doesn't.
Nope, not yet at least.
Not yet. Up and coming youngster.
Yep. I think going for the rest of the season, she might probably have a similar amount of three-point takes as both Anderson and Lesha, based on the success that the freshman has had early on in the season. Or I guess at the midpoint of the season.
Somerset doing some screening in the zone, which is fine. Most people think you can't screen in the zone, but you sure can.
Janky with some good defense there.
Girls hockey update, they are leading 2-0 with 13:03 left in the second period. That's over Wisconsin Valley Union.
There you go.
Big game for the girls hockey team tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Central Wisconsin Storm coming to town.
Top 5 team in the state.
Very good team.
Somerset just trying to skip past their way
That's
to
gonna be a
success,
foul.
but it's going to be hard when you do a skip pass and just kind of stand and wait. I mean, that's going to give the defenders time to move and get back to where they're supposed to be.
Yep, Ellsworth, a very agile and fast team. And that helps them on offense and defense.
And we are in the bonus, folks.
A 1-1 for Mia Olson.
That's going to be the third foul on number 3.
That's going to be
Wittenberg. Nope.
Maria
Harrington, sorry.
She is a very strong presence for this team defensively, so she would be a loss for
Been
sure.
out there a lot, yep.
Early on playing the top of that 1-3-1 for the feisty Ellsworth defense.
Mia making the front end of her 1-in-1 trip. 1:18 left to go in this half.
It's going to be a tough task, but I think if Somerset can, that'll help.
Heather
If Somerset
Gaikowski.
can cut the lead to 10 here before the half,
Oh, Lesha Stoll
with
picked
things
off.
like this, I think we have a ball game then potentially. Turn the tide here in the last minute, and we have a second half.
Mackenzie Lesha changing moon phases.
Gosh.
The tides are turning. Get it? Moon, tides, get it?
Oh, boy.
Hey, good job. First one's good.
Lesha, beautiful shot. We got triple ones on the scoreboard left in this half. Scores 20-32. Somerset crawling their way back in. That one's
Can they
down
get
and
the
out.
rebound? Nope, not quite. Need a good defensive set here. Good start
Oh.
by Lesha.
For whatever reason, in the past 1 minute, Ellsworth is greatly struggling against our press coverage.
Yep. Something that has not really been the case for this entire game, but Somerset will take it.
We will take it. Kenzie Lesha, one-on-one.
Gotta
And
get back.
Ellsworth.
Gotta get back.
Ellsworth makes it. Baseline drive. Oh, air, no
ball
good.
there.
Lesha's going to fight for that one. That's going to be Somerset ball.
That's what Somerset needs.
Townsend tried to save it, but went out of bounds here. 52.5 left. Lindenberg calling out the half-court set. And here we go. Lucy with it. To the corner. Trying to find Heather in. However, there's a lot of backside post help to help on Heather Gaikowski.
Yep.
Pass fake around the perimeter. Somerset very clearly trying to find Heather. There she gets it on the block. That one's up and good. Nice strong move from Heather.
8 points for Gaikowski now. That's about right.
Oh, long skip to Townsend. Townsend taking a baseline.
They're gonna
Floating.
call a foul there on the floor. Gaikowski, her second. Lindenberg not pleased with that call. As the ref kind of said that Heather threw her hips into the Ellsworth player.
I'm not buying what Lindy was selling on maybe some of the other ones, but that one I could see like, hey, what's
We've
going on
seen
here?
a lot more than that in this game so far.
Yes.
Called a lot less. So,
Absolutely.
but as they say, ball don't lie. First one doesn't go in.
Correct you are.
Second one does. Ball lied a little bit then.
Deficit is 11 for
See if
Somerset.
Somerset can get up a nice shot here at the end, working with about 10 seconds here.
10, tick, 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 tick.
There you go.
Lesha with it. Lucy to Claire, letting it go. Bank, not good. Ellsworth with it, got 2, 1. Half-court heave from Janky. That one is not going to convert.
The 40-foot sky hook. Love it.
Before
From
we
the
see the
side.
dance team and the Pep Band play, we want to thank Wisconsin Credit Union. Wisconsin Credit Union is proud to support Somerset Athletics using the Wisconsin online or mobile app. Members can do it all. Pay bills, transfer funds, deposit checks, and send money safely and easily. Learn more at wisconsincu.org. We are going to see the dance team perform a couple solo performances. Rachel Webb, Drew Krybeck, and you're going to hear some of the Pep Band. We are going to do our best to play the audio, but we might delete the audio for the dance performances. We'll see you before the half. And we are back here to start the second half. Ellsworth coming out swinging in that first half, folks. If you're just tuning in, Somerset 22, Ellsworth 33, and it was a foul-heavy first half, to say the least. I believe there was 17 total fouls called in that first half, so that might become interesting towards the end of this contest. Somerset with it. Rybecki baseline double dribble called on Rybecki. He must have accidentally touched it with her offhand. Janke, also a story of the first half. One, Molly Janke, number 2 for Ellsworth. Very, very talented player. Kind of the quarterback and facilitator of the entire squad. She only has, let me see.
11 points.
She is, yes, 11 points. I was going to say,
foul?
that's not too bad as far as one half goes, but if you double that, that's 22, and that's heck of a lot of points. So we'll see how the second half goes.
And she's the niece of former Prescott athletic director, current River Falls teacher and assistant football coach Matt Smith.
There you go.
There you go.
Just in case he's watching tonight. Heck of a guy.
Good idea. Unfortunately picked off. Oh, coming back the other way. Everybody's getting their mitts all over the ball here. Start the first half. Ellsworth came out in a very stupefying 1-3-1. Basically played it the whole first half. Had little spurts of 2-3 zone. They are doing 1-3-1 and 2-3 here. We've already seen them in the first half do both.
Thought that might have been a kick ball there, but they're going to let it keep on going.
Interchangeable they are.
It has to be intentional.
There we go. And it was not in that one, so.
The runner, the floater, no good.
We got a ref up here, which is helpful, so.
Allegedly.
Hey, tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, not allegedly anymore, confirmed.
We'll give it a shot.
Bank shot for Gaikowski's good.
Mr. Probst, have you talked at all yet about the plan for tomorrow up here tonight at least yet?
Ready to rock and roll tomorrow. First game, 9 a.m., St. Croix Central and Spooner. Gets the day started, and then hopefully every 90 minutes we got another one rolling.
There we go.
So all the way through the day.
Normal 18-minute half rules and all that stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Normal 10-minute half times as well?
Yep.
All right,
yeah,
there we go.
It's ambitious.
Hey, I believe in us.
Kind of took the time frames from the border battle that gets played between Wisconsin and Minnesota every year.
Yeah, some big games that happen in that game.
Yeah,
so
the Midwest Players Classic. So
yep.
you kind of hope for it to stay on time and know that it probably
won't, and just get comfortable with the uncomfort there, I suppose. But yeah, a lot of good basketball going to be played in this gym tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be on to call the Spartan versus Bloomer Blackhawk game right at 3 o'clock, right, Mr. Probst?
Right
definitely happening.
Exactly at 3. Janke from distance. Ooh,
air ball.
That one
Janke.
was off.
Just a little bit.
Well, the deficit is only 9 here, folks, which was it was not looking good towards the first,
lot
kind of the
better
middle of the
now.
first half, and now we're not doing too bad.
I think at one point it was 27-11.
Yep.
Woo.
Lesha, deep, good! The senior with a triple.
5 points for Lesha. 3 big ones right there.
The trap is on at half court, but did not
Somerset
convert.
down 6. I can't believe I'm saying that right now. Oh, wow.
Score update for you. Western Wisconsin Stars up on Wisconsin Valley Union 5-0 after the second.
There we
it
go.
It was 1-0. Rybecki with the floater.
Couldn't quite get it to go.
Gaikowski there. A scrum, a skirmish.
Right into Somerset's lap, and they lost it there. That's tough.
Janke's going to take this one on her own.
Body up.
That'll be on the floor.
Herta got the second goal. I saw that.
Herta got the second goal. Elise Wheel got the third goal. Madison Troutmiller got a power play goal.
How about that?
4-0, and then Mackenzie Weeks got a shorthanded goal with about a minute left in the period.
Nice.
Awesome.
Those shorthanded goals are always so exciting.
We've got some girls that can score on our girls hockey team.
The
good team.
The Aaron Herta super shorthanded goal her freshman year.
Her freshman year was probably
one of my favorite memories I've ever seen.
That's one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in a sporting contest.
3v5.
Yep, and Aaron Herta just takes it up the ice and scores. Just like Kenzie Lesha.
Lesha's got her spot on the floor. 2 for 2 in this half.
The
Spartans
Cool
down
as a cucumber.
3.
Turnover, Ellsworth. Oh, they retain possession. Claire not able to get her hands on that one. And we got a ball game, folks. Somerset down just
That's
3.
a full timeout right there.
Call off the Dogs.
Score update up in Amory with 12 minutes left in the second half. The Spartan boys are up 48-33.
That's a
over
little bit
the
more like
Warriors.
it right there.
Run there we go.
Came out strong in the second half, it sounds like.
It looks like it.
Amory's only scored 2 points in the second half there so far.
That is correct.
Wow. I'm sure Coach Wink talked him up there a little bit, because that's a game that Somerset really needs to win.
Yep.
And with it being that close, I mean, I know last year we had a close game in Amory, one that shouldn't have been close. So
that's the game on Friday. It was a Friday, just like tonight. It was a Friday
I remember
night.
we watched that game, that live stream.
The boys were there.
Yep.
Our girls hockey team was up at Superior, and I swear, I had 3 screens up. Boys at Amory, girls hockey at Superior, practice film from one of our other team's contact tracing.
Oh my gosh.
How about
Time
that?
of COVID right there. Holy
Well, we
cow.
just saw Mackenzie Lesha drain 2 threes there. What can you tell us about the nice little
She had
thing about Lesha?
some neat recognition this week. So coming into the season, she was named a WisSports.net's Senior Girls Basketball Awards final watch list for top point guard and top defender, and they narrowed it down this week to the semifinalists, and she was named to the semifinalist list for top defender.
Wow. More than deserving.
Very
for sure.
deserving, yeah. Plays very good defense, lots of steals, not only last year and this year, and high energy, does a lot of things on the defensive end,
And heck, she can shoot some threes too.
Great to see her getting recognition. She's a 3-sport athlete, huge staple in our weight room.
Nice feed from Lesha to
Good ball movement
Rybecki.
there. Good finish by Julia.
Good to see Rybecki getting involved in the second half here. Anderson with the steal. Oh, they're going to call it. Oh, wow.
Gonna
Claire
need the
flung her around.
Gonna
there.
need the jaws of life to take that one from Claire Anderson.
That'll be Somerset's ball with an opportunity to tie it up here.
Hey, how scary is this Ellsworth team going to be for the next 3
We
years?
were just
All
talking
the
about
sophomores
that.
they have.
Starting 5 sophomores.
goodness.
Oh, wow. They're going to be fun to call in the future
Just
here.
very athletic, good ball skills.
Oh, the bank was almost open there, folks.
We're gonna get a push. Somerset retains possession. Somerset down by just 3, 32-35. Somerset in a position now, finally trading baskets with Ellsworth instead of, obviously, the other option. Rybecki, corner! No good. Rybecki right there on defense. Rybecki did not play much in the first half. We were talking about that off air.
Someone needs to stop ball.
Holy
My
smokes!
goodness.
Right down the throat of Somerset
With
is
no-
Janky.
Nothing really stopping her on that one. No one willing to step up.
15 points for Janky on the night.
And she did enough to basically get herself out of the way of having a charge.
She had people in the perimeter, but no one really kind of willing to stay in front.
Yep.
But, I mean, she moves fast, so it's hard to stay in front.
Shaylin Strumke gonna try to trade that very impressive Janky basket with some free throws.
That is the 3rd foul for Kayla Cresson. She had 5 quick points for the Panthers early in this game, but has been kind of quiet scoring-wise. A couple of players on the floor for the Panthers with 3 fouls already. Strumke back iron, no good.
Offensive board, Lesha.
Gets to reset here.
Strumke from the charity stripe again. A 3rd time. No good.
Somerset gets another chance.
Rossi, are you going to watch the Flying Ross Millers tomorrow against the Western Wisconsin Stars?
We're going to be at the game,
You're at the game?
So
There
we
you go.
are going to see the Central Wisconsin Storm playing Mia Olson for 3. She hits!
There we go.
Mia from the corner connects for 3.
Used to have more connections with that team. Was really close with the head coach of that team, Dan Bauer, a really big hockey influence in Central Wisconsin. But yeah, don't know as many players on it now, but still cool to see them in action, cool to see them doing well. I remember when I was in school, they would go to state almost every other year, it seemed like.
Claire Anderson doing a nice inside-out dribble to get past the defense that time.
That's going to be a foul on Janky, and I believe that's her 3rd.
That's big.
That is big. Foul watch for Janky
Foul
here with
watch.
12 and a half to go. A couple of key pieces of this Ellsworth team and some foul issues here.
See if Mia can't
Somerset
find the
needs
corner
to
again.
save that one. They do.
Claire hesitating.
Caught
Finding
Claire.
Lesha, opposite court. Lets it go from the wing. No good. Claire, offensive board again.
Got to get it back out.
Lasha from very deep, connects! Senior, 20 feet away for 3.
Oh, Somerset down 1. What a comeback.
Oh, Mia getting a little anxious there. Mackenzie Lasha is feeling it, folks. She's got 3 threes this game, and I believe 3 threes this half. All of them in the second half. Somerset down 1 against a very tough Ellsworth team.
This has some big seeding implications here if Somerset can win this one.
Oh my goodness, that was a very flimsy call on Claire Anderson for a foul.
That's her 3rd.
Oh boy. So Somerset with some foul trouble of their own.
Nichols check in.
Yep.
Nichols checking in for Claire. Trading 3-point shot for 3-point shot here.
Yep.
Kind of the 3-point specialists
Somerset
on the squad.
certainly could use a clutch 3-pointer from the freshman. Oh, tipped out of bounds by Lesha. Good defense there.
I gotta love a Mackenzie Lesha. Even when she tips the ball, she's turning around and say, "Let's go. We're in this. We're in this." Janky from the corner. Now she gets it right back. Skip. Janky skip. That might have been a travel. Offensive board, bucket, good. Townsend. Lucy off and running. She's got no numbers, but she's got friends to help her. Heather Gaikowski, one of them. From the key, Lucy no good.
Nice fight there by Strumke. Can Somerset corral it on the floor?
Ground. Somebody's got to call a jump ball.
Got to be a jump, and that's going to go to Ellsworth. All over the place there.
Both number 14s competing for that one.
Number 10 checking into the game for Ellsworth. Not on our roster unless it's Abigail Michelle's for the JV squad.
Could be.
It's as good as guess as any right now.
Only number 10 on here, so first time I think we've seen her in this game so far.
11:30 left to go in this contest. Somerset down 3 in this one. Oh, Janky step. Oh, she is ready to go. Give her an inch, she'll take it.
Yep.
Somerset coming out in a 3-2 zone.
Strumke for a second on Janky there. Oh, Nichols. Nice
Lucy!
job, Somerset.
Lucy forcing the turnover on Janky. Janky in disbelief. She's not going to win that argument, though.
Big play by Lucy Nichols right there. Julia Rybacki checking in for Mia Olson.
We're going to give it a minute here. The next stoppage of play, we're going to tell you Julia Rybacki's favorite music.
Oh, boy.
Based on her player survey.
This will be interesting. No idea what to predict.
Get the guesses coming. Drake, Lamar, maybe? Oh, it's going to be over the back on Shaylin Strumke. A little discombobulated that possession.
Lindenberg on that one, kind of telling Heather that she needs to be aware of the spacing on the floor, and the outside perimeter players need to talk. As Heather sometimes has a habit of putting her head down and just kind of going for it, and that has worked for her for a long time, but you have some open perimeter players now.
And the technical call on that is a push.
Okay.
Not an over the back. There's no such call as over the back. It's a push. They come in and
I know they got rid of the over the back
call.
Yep.
Nice baseline move there. Nice baseline floater there.
Ellsworth up 5.
Rybacki to Nichols. Nichols getting very close to actually letting that one fly.
Yep. I think she might here.
Letting it go. Lucy for 3. Bottoms up for Somerset.
Somerset has something in Lucy Nichols. Oh, my goodness.
Got involved for more. Janky's saying, I'm going to answer that phone call.
Got to get right back on her.
There she does. Janky answers from distance.
Miscommunication there between Lucy Nichols and Shaylin Strumke as Strumke went back to the lane. Nichols didn't cover. Wide open shot for Janky on that one. Can't let that happen.
And we got ourselves a heated ball game. I mentioned to it earlier, this has kind of got a little bit of a playoff vibe. It's chippy, it's anxious, people are excited. On the floor, you can tell the players are really into it.
Somerset obliged in that prediction by making this more of a game there.
Yes, absolutely. With the time we have remaining, we're going to thank Countryside Plumbing and Heating. Stay cozy this winter with the new variable speed Bryant Evolution system, including Perfect Heat Plus and Perfect Humidity Plus technologies. To learn more, contact Countryside Plumbing and Heating at 715-246-2660 or www.countrysideph.com. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Got to thank Mr. Probst, athletic director at Somerset and assistant principal, for joining us here for a part of the second half. Always fantastic when Mr. Probst can join us.
Somerset attacking the 2-3 zone very well. Gaikowski finds herself open, and that gets the Spartans within 3.
That was a big bucket by Gaikowski there. My goodness.
Rybecki on Janky, but Somerset is in the 3-2 zone, as they do so very popularly.
Easy rebound by Somerset there. Looking to tie it here.
And for those of you watching at home, the 3-2 zone of Somerset is very different than the 2-3 that Ellsworth is playing right now. Lucy taking a baseline. Nice little mid-range jumper, and that one's good! Lucy, fearless.
Smooth. Wow. 11 points for Lucy Nichols. This is her coming out party right here. Wow.
Rybecki up on top of the key, almost stripping it from Janky. Down the baseline, lets it go. No good. Strumke with the board.
Big board by Shaylin Strumke. Spartans looking to take the lead here.
Got.
Oh, can't quite get the friendly roll. Can they get the board? They cannot.
Rybecki almost got that one. She loves that baseline floater, Rybecki does. Yep. Janky crossing over, zigzagging in the lane, loses it.
Heather Gaikowski is like, this is my ball.
Gaikowski sheds her like some
coast
dandruff.
To coast.
Down the lane and no good. But she's going to the line.
So locked and loaded there for a count on the foul call.
Was about to do a Bill Rafferty. Onions! Double order!
We got to save that one for later in this game because I think we might need some onions.
Left it open on the front end of her trip to the line. Heather Gaikowski, junior at Somerset High School.
Looking to tie it up here.
Looking to tie it up here. What a phrase.
Friendly roll there. Gets it to go.
The equalizer.
46,
presented to
46.
you by Heather Gaikowski. And Somerset stepping on the door of Ellsworth in this victory. Letting it fly. Long arcing shot. No good.
What a
Lesha
rebound
comes up.
by Lesha. Gotta be careful here.
Rybecki baseline. Oh my goodness, a miraculous shot.
That was very close to being something out of the Matrix right there.
That hit the bottom of the backboard, folks, and
my
almost went in.
I mean, Julia Rybecki's nicknamed the Matrix. We almost saw a Matrix-esque shot right there.
A little bit of English on that one.
Defying the laws of physics almost on that one. And believe me, I know physics. I talked to Mr. Schultz before the game in our production meeting.
Well, and you know everything then. Wise.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Grogu.
Oh, my gosh.
Ellsworth around the horn. Rybecki steals it from Townsend. Up and good is Rybecki for an easy off the glass deuce.
And Somerset with their first lead of the game. Oh, my goodness.
Janky commanding the middle space, trying to attack this 3-2 of Ellsworth or of Somerset. That's going to be a shooting foul on who? I cannot see the official's fingers.
That one's going to be on
23.
Addie McGee and her fourth.
Somerset will take that.
First free throw good. This is the Somerset team that we need to see the rest of the season. The team we've seen in this half, the team we saw at the end of the first half. If they play like this, they can hang with anyone in the Middle Border Conference.
Anybody, and I talked about it in the pregame intro, just a few things that this team just gotta get tuned in, dialed up a little bit, adjust the knobs, and man, oh man, there's something to be dealt with. Lesha, only senior on the floor, trying to quarterback this team. Oh, stripped by Janky. Janky is going to take this one. Ellsworth's got numbers. Janky gives it up. And they'll set up the half-court offense. Finding charity stripe shot. Oh, in and out. Wow. Ball's on the floor.
Scramble. It's going to be a jump ball back to Somerset.
A skirmish. Somerset ball. I wish we had about 50 students standing right here.
I wish our student section had about 5 times the amount of people there because this is a good one right here, folks. This is a good game.
Great basketball for
I know
Friday
we got
night.
a lot of sports going on here tonight, but man.
Mia in the corner, skip to Lesha, head fake, zigzagging, finds
back out.
Gaikowski. Gaikowski with no regard for human life. Gaikowski, trip to the paint, easy 2.
And that's where it helps that Heather just kind of ducks her head and goes in, because kind of bowled right through there, got the bucket.
Strumke gets her fingers on that one. What was going to be a wide open, easy 2. Strumke gets a little tap on it. Turns it around.
And Shaylin has been playing some good defense here tonight so far.
Catch, dribble, shoot, foul.
Lesha's second. I have to say, Kenzie Lesha's been a lot better about her fouls this season so
100%.
far. A lot of times fouling out of some key games at the end of last season. Done a lot better job of it so far this season.
Knock on wood.
Find some wood. Napkins count as wood, right?
Oh, yeah, they're
We got some Subway napkins up here.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor,
Oh,
but
the stool that's right here. It's perfect.
there we go.
We got it. Well, Somerset still up by 1, 50-49.
Somerset and Ellsworth both going to eclipse the half-century mark this game. Very high point total for Somerset. Claire, catch, shoot! A lot of air. Getting a little under duress, a little too much excitement on that one. Before we see this inbound, once again, want to thank Katie Shader, senior at Somerset High School, for her camera duties this evening. Thank you, Katie Shader. Turning the camera, now currently going right to left. Somerset in the very fierce 3-2 zone. They've become silently some experts at it. Oh, just as I say that, dissected to a T. Ellsworth, easy 2. Now they take the lead. Lesha dead, trying to find someone. Claire with it. Rybecky with it now. Janke playing very haphazard defense on Julia Rybecky, kind of waiting for her to take one.
Oh, boy.
I'm very surprised a person like Janke's not playing the dominant middle spot on their zone.
Oh, so close by Julia Rybecky. That'll be Somerset's ball. Just kind of sliced right through that defense and that nice entry pass.
Somerset ball. Kaya Julson caught that out of bounds. Ball. Cheerleader here. Junior. Right into Strumke. Up and foul. Just as they drew it up. Take the easy points.
That's Janke's 4th foul.
That is a big deal.
Wow.
If that is Janke's 4th. It is
That's what they
indeed.
said. That is a quiet Somerset gym right there.
Yeah, Janke's 4th, Rossi.
Wow.
Good catch, good eye, sir.
She's played every minute of this game so far.
True. Got a cherry picker in the backcourt.
Oh, gosh.
Ellsworth player standing right next to the bench trying to
Claire
disguise herself.
Anderson being smart there.
Yeah.
Strumke tying it up there.
Those cherry pick points, you know, if it's a free 2, that could change the game.
We've seen that play a couple times from the Panthers, and it's working.
Now that they have kind of figured out that action, I would anticipate Coach Lindenberg kind of changing it up a little bit on defense.
Maybe
As
go
soon
back
as the
to the
defense
2-2-1.
starts figuring out, you got to change it up.
Oh, my goodness!
From deep, from the logo, senior
Somerset
Lesha.
taking the lead right back.
Lesha was very deep. Turnaround jumper, no good. Anderson with it.
5 minutes to play, 54-53 here in Somerset.
Oh, nice feed! Junior to junior connection. Strumke to Gaikowski.
Gaikowski with 17 points. She was scoreless the first 10 minutes of this game. Kenzie Lesha
Offensive
draws
foul!
a charge.
Is Janke done?
Is that Janke's 5th?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Janke is done.
Wow.
Janke is done, folks.
Jason Janke can't believe it on the bench. Wow.
That is not how you want to go out.
No, it is not.
Molly Janke done.
That's a clutch play by Lesha right there. Just stand in and take that.
Janke, Coach Janke is going to take a timeout to discuss this with the official. Wow, this one has turned, people. Somerset with a 3-point lead. Now Molly Jenke, top scorer in the conference.
Second leading scorer in the conference.
Excuse me, second leading scorer. As we watch some cheer squad routines here, we're going to take some time to thank Northwood Technical College. Stay safe and learn locally. Start at Northwood Technical College and save literally thousands of dollars, folks. They're also a nationally recognized 2-year college program. Go further, faster at Northwood Technical College. Thanks, Somerset Cheer Squad. If you're watching at home, give them a little golf clap. Round of applause for them at home. We are just hearing live from the student section, Ava Young reporting the dance team's going to regionals.
Tomorrow in Hudson, early on, I think around 9 o'clock. They have a couple of different routines that they're performing. Got me looking, was curious as to who was the leading scorer in the Middle Border Conference. That would go to Hattie Fox of Osceola. She was a junior.
Oh, so she'll be sticking around too.
She will be. She's averaging, I believe, around 23 points per game. Yep, 23.7. But Jenke leading the conference in rebounding.
Ellsworth doing a full court man-to-man press here, changing it up. All the great teams make their adjustments, and this is a big one. They haven't done full court man-to-man the whole game. Rybecki slicing, no good.
I want one of those floaters to land so bad.
They look good when they come off of her fingers, but not quite able to convert.
If she can get that to go, that's...
Somerset staying strong in their 3-2 zone. Tip by Rybecki. Rybecki, open spaces, easy bucket. That bank shot brought to you by Wisconsin Credit Union. That's going to put the Spartans up big against a tough Ellsworth team.
Gotta see what Ellsworth has to do here on offense. That one's going to be out of bounds.
Looks like that no-look drill did not pay off on that
on
attempt.
That one, no.
Townsend getting a little sneaky. A little cheeky, as they say. Claire Anderson, head down.
Yep, nice job there by Shaylin Strumke to kind of set the screen.
Lesha gets no call.
Nothing going here for Lesha.
Gets no call. Gotta give her a call.
There's got to be something there. A whole lot of body, not a lot of ball.
She just gets walloped right in the melon. And a former Lesha from the last couple of years would have been very distraught, I'm sure, but she is poised this year. It's her senior year. She knows what she's got to do. Lesha might lead the conference in kicked balls if that was ever a stat.
We'll just go with it.
Ellsworth taking this one out around charity stripe height. Oh, wow. Steady.
Clutch three.
Planted like a tree, letting it go.
Oh, that one is Maria Harrington.
That had some height.
Nowitzki-esque height. Strumke exchanging the pick and roll into Heather, turns, scores! Somerset eclipses 60.
Ross Miller just unplugged himself. Hold on. There we go.
That happens with everyone who's in this spot.
Yep.
This is an exciting game. Can't blame me on that one.
Turnover there.
And this Somerset game is going to be film for everyone else that Ellsworth plays this season.
Yeah.
When Jenke's out, what do? It looks like Somerset is figuring it out. You got to just harass them on the perimeter, force them to go inside.
Yep, eventually get it to Heather Gaikowski.
Lesha, the Spartans actually haven't seen a lot of man-to-man this game. They are actually, I think, better at playing offensively, if you ask me. Heather, another opportunity, miss, no good.
That inlet to Heather Gaikowski's open every time now.
That's why man-to-man against Heather is just not worth it.
Tough.
That's why a lot of teams play a zone against her. They play a zone specifically for one person. That's the kind of attention Heather Gaikowski commands.
Another turnover there by the Panthers.
Somerset up 4 with 2:19.
Full timeout, Coach Lindenberg.
That's where it will stop. Once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. If you are tuning in live, if you're doing the rewatch action, thanks for tuning in. If you're tuning in live, remember tomorrow is a massive tournament at Somerset High School. Make sure to attend that. We got a 3-tower cheer action here. Here we go.
And I think we got that on camera as well.
We did.
Katie Shader doing a good job.
Katie Shader, the best in the biz.
Yeah.
So tomorrow you will be able to watch the Somerset girls play here in person, or if you want to watch our live stream tomorrow, the goal is, at least our phrase is, around 3.
Yep, that's
around
the plan.
3.
I think there's probably how many games leading up to that?
Is there 5 games before that?
5? Because I believe there's 2.
I believe that's the 5th game.
Yep, so 4 games leading up to that, and then 2 games after ours, I believe. So
If one of those goes into overtime, it's going to be a little later, folks.
All of the games will be live streamed. Just the Spartan game will have commentary.
Yep, as we will have the huddle cam operating. So folks further away, so folks actually in Ellsworth will be able to see their game against Spooner. I believe that's who the Panthers are playing against tomorrow here in this gym. Don't know exactly what time.
We'll figure it out. Tomorrow's going to be interesting.
Oh!
Lesha!
Shaylin Strumke with quite a pass right there. My goodness, what a dish.
16 points for Lesha.
Chef Ramsay dishing that one up.
Yeah.
Pop culture references.
Remember a little bit ago when we said that Heather Gaikowski didn't have any points?
I did it with a purpose.
Now
That's
she
why I did
has
it.
20.
Yep.
19.
That's going to be a foul. Somerset will shoot. That'll be Claire Anderson going to the line.
Well, one player we got to talk about is one Shaylin Strumke. We've talked about her as well many times, where it's almost kind of bipolar, really. Like one game you're going to get this Shaylin, another game you're going to get this one. So Shaylin coming out throwing fists tonight.
Yep, good game for Shaylin tonight.
She's played almost the whole second half.
Yeah.
Yes, earning it. Oh, Rybecky.
Ah, they're going to call it travel. Should have just taken the 3 there. Almost said tooken, but didn't. Quick save there. English teacher over here.
Ellsworth, Rybecky on top, harassing the Panthers. Skip past tip. Retaining possession. Playing a little hot potato with it here. 1:26 left to go in this contest. Somerset up 6 against a very tough opponent in Ellsworth.
Ellsworth down 6 here with only 1 timeout also.
Story of the game so far, if you are just tuning in, maybe with this last couple of minutes, if you're watching hockey, if you're at the boys game, if you're just tuning in, story of the game is one Molly Jenke fouling out on a charge. Easily the best player on this Panther team, and drastically changing the course of events. Rybecky coming out. And Claire Anderson coming out. Nichols and Olsen checking in. Oh.
Just keep working it down the court, little by little.
Maria Harrington tapping that one out of bounds.
A consistent force on defense for this Panthers team.
The home run, that's going to be a travel. Yep, just an unfortunate full steam ahead approach.
And Anderson and Ryback will check right back in, as Lindenberg did not like what he saw, I think, on those couple of inbounds plays.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a designed 30-second water break.
I don't know. Oh, Strumke right into her hands there.
Heather Gaikowski gets the nod for that steal. Claire.
Spartans will probably.
Oh, wow.
Never mind.
Somerset can take their time here. Be smart.
I was just saying.
Oh, wow.
Townsend, the trap is on. Townsend in trouble. Oh, my goodness. To the
arc
moon.
on that.
Somerset
needs the board. Julie Ryback gets it.
Hitting our brand new batting cages we have in our gym. They're rolled all the way up to the ceiling if you can't see them.
They're going to have to foul. Yep.
And Somerset is looking to run away with this one, folks. 35.9. Down by
16,
was it 16?
at some point. Yep.
Down by 16. We'll pause for a moment of silence. Mackenzie Lesha rule. It's fun to see players shoot free throws that are so confident because they do not move after they shoot them. %, on that trip to the line, putting Somerset up by 8. Couple quick touches, shot, no good. Ooh, flying in there is Townsend. Yep. She's not going to get a call. Really wanted one.
Somerset
20
up
seconds.
8. There you go.
Panthers got a
It
foul.
looks like the Panthers are probably going to let this one run it out. Yep. Somerset up by 8.
Somerset!
Lesha stuck in the corner. Smart decision. Get Mia Olsen and Lucy Nichols back into the game.
Are we going to get Coach Lindenberg
I'm going to try to
interview?
get a Lindenberg interview.
We'll try to get him. So, folks, before we end things, we're going to stick around for sure. The home run ball not there. Quick pass is there. 7 seconds left. Turnover.
3, 2, 1. That's your ball game.
Somerset!
Big one.
Somerset upsets! Tied for second seed in the middle border, Ellsworth Panthers. What a game on
That's
a
good
Friday.
game right there. That's the game that can kind of turn your season around right there. Somerset has been playing better basketball as of late, and this proves that they're contenders in the middle border. And seeding could be very interesting now after that win and with the games that Somerset has going for the rest of the season. I'm going to go try to get Coach Lindenberg to give us an interview. I'll be right back.
We are going to summarize the game up here on our own. I got producer Wallen here. I believe, Wallen, your nickname is the Nor'easter this game.
Oh, is it?
Yes, named after the very bad snowstorm that's going to be happening. We get a tunnel exiting in order. Julia Rybecki, Claire Anderson, Mia Olsen, Lucy Nichols in white, Gaikowski, McGeehan. Following is Strumke. And man, oh man, what a game for the Somerset ladies. Everybody showing up to play here tonight, folks. We're going to take a couple moments to thank our sponsors once again, because without our sponsors, this would not be possible. Thank you, Countryside Plumbing and Heating. Thank you, Wisconsin Credit Union. And thank you, Northwood Technical College. Thank you. Before we start getting into, we're awaiting a Coach Lindenberg interview. We're not sure when that's going to happen. Thank you to one Katie Shader for filming tonight. Great job. Great job.
He'll give his post-game pep talk to the team there, and then
he'll be on his
he'll
way
join
up.
us. Yep. Usual strategy for the one and only Corey Lindenberg.
And thank you to the Pep Band as well. A lot of thank yous tonight, folks. All of our sponsors. The Pep Band was here. We would have had a lot of students here had there not be almost every sport competing away or competing in general. We had basketball away, hockey, and then girls at home. Cheer squad getting a picture. They turned off the scoreboard, so we can't talk about any individual accolades.
I only remember that Molly Janke scored 20 points, I believe, before she left the game, maybe 22 points. Lesha with double-digit scoring. Heather Gaikowski with double digits.
Gaikowski leading again.
Just holding out here for a Coach Lindenberg interview. I mean, at this point, he gives probably the best interview in the
middle border.
In the middle border, yeah.
I mean, he's an interview. Let's talk about some events to come here at Somerset in the school district. Let me see. I'm looking at the calendar. Friday is today, so those are things happening. Once again, tomorrow, just a reminder, tomorrow is the Basketball Girls Invitational. There's going to be many, many teams here. I don't remember the exact number of games. Rossi, do you remember the number of games tomorrow?
7 games going on
7
tomorrow.
full games. 7 games. I think Mr. Probst said there was like 4 conferences represented.
Yep, 4 different conferences. Marshfield's coming all the way over to Somerset.
Jeez Louise.
That should be a good game. I believe the game before Somerset is going to be Marshfield against Prescott. 2 pretty good teams.
That'll be a good game.
Yep.
Tomorrow is as well. We got ice hockey. Girls varsity ice hockey. That's going to be versus DC Everest at home here in Somerset.
Yep.
So if you want to check out girls hockey.
That should be a good game. 2 teams that are kind of competing for a state trip.
Absolutely. We are going to gear up. Producer Wallen's going to gear up. Coach Lindenberg, You're going to see him on our new handheld technology here. There we go. Coach Lindenberg, can you hear us?
Yep, sure can.
Awesome. Coach Lindenberg, describe how you are feeling right now taking down one of the top dogs in the conference.
Oh, Cloud 9. Great effort after halftime. The effort was there before halftime, but tightened screws a little bit once we figured out what to do as coaches, and then they just took it from there. So, I mean, anytime you come back from down, it was a 19-point swing in the second half. Anytime you put that up on a team that's been playing pretty well, you got to feel pretty good about yourself. Plus, Cody's wife is here, so I think that probably more than anything shook us in the first half. We weren't ready to deal with the presence up here in the nest. But once we got used to, that's just not some stranger, and that's his wife.
Yep.
Team reacted well.
So what you talked about, kind of like tightening on the screws there a little bit that you guys did. What were some of the adjustments that you made at the end of that first half going into the second half that really paid off for you?
Well, we were losing too many of their players when we were trying to face guard Yankee and have everyone else man up and try to help outside of it. So in that second half, we kind of went back to the 3-2 zone and tried to be accountable to where she was on the floor. They did a good job of exploiting some of our rotations there a little bit, getting the ball into the high post, but that was more of an us thing. We weren't reacting to that well, so once they kind of learned how to shape the zone based on what Ellsworth was doing, we did a good job of shutting down there, and then Kenzie taking that charge on her to get her fifth foul was pretty nice. And kind of
that's huge.
So that was I don't know, it's a little bit of poetry right there, because she's the one who was tasked with guarding her like nobody's business in the first half. So to send her out of the game, she had to feel pretty good.
So we've talked a couple times off camera about how this team we think is going to play their best basketball later in the season, as you have not a lot of players that have a ton of experience, obviously, but getting a lot of experience this season. Obviously, a game like this is really big. Obviously, a couple big games moving forward here. How far can this team go, and what can this team accomplish based on what you saw here tonight?
Well, I mean, imagine that second half for two halves. We've been talking about trying to, we've raised our floor significantly from the beginning of the year. I mean, we were a little shaky, certainly on offense and on defense, but we were able to only go in, down 11. In the first half of the year, we would have gone in probably down 15 or 20. So we've been lifting that floor up, and that's always kept us in games. We stayed in that Baldwin game despite not having our best. We stayed in a Hudson game despite not having our best. But we've been talking here in the second half, but really trying to figure out what our ceiling is. When things are clicking on offense, we're forcing some turnovers on defense, and we finally saw 18 minutes of ceiling here in the second half. So you can imagine that for two halves across the course of trip to the state championship. I mean, it's obviously sky's the limit. Then WNBA finals.
Yep. And then the NBA finals.
And
then NBA finals. Yeah, we'll just keep on, climbing
all the way.
Climbing that totem pole.
Olympics 2024. Here we go.
Yep.
Coach Lindenberg, well, you have, in closing here, you got a game tomorrow, turning around, playing right away. Mm-hmm. Are you going to kind of prepare this team at all? Are you going to go, hey, celebrate, let's just kind of come in fresh, ready to go? Is there any kind of pregame walkthrough tomorrow? How do you do that?
Well, Coach Lesh has bought a couple of dozen racks of rib from Patax, which are great ribs. It's great product, great grocery store in Prescott. And so they're eating those ribs right now, and then for the morning we're going to go have a nice hollandaise breakfast, and we're pretty much just going to try to load up as much as we can to make our bodies as dense as they can be, with the theory being, the denser you are, the more likely you are to hold your ground, and we'll win those 50-50 balls a little bit more. So we're just going to get loaded up on some great food, some hollandaise sauce, hash browns, bacon. Maybe we'll have a light strawberry to say it's nutritious, and then go from there. See what happens. I mean, it's a new thought that I just had, probably 20 seconds ago.
Yep.
But live free, die hard. It's my philosophy.
Oh my gosh.
Final point. What are you watching on TV these days? Any recommendations?
Watching Station 11 on HBO. It's a fantastic show. Unfortunately, I'm watching the New York Knicks play basketball.
I'm so sorry.
It's been rough.
And whenever I can, I always make sure to tell my two children, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, I say, kids, it's getting late. You need to shut your traps because Mom and Dad are turning on the live stream with the volume up, and we're watching this. And sometimes they don't shut their traps, and so we just lock them in their room and toss in some of those delicious Patax ribs. Normally they don't choke, and if they do choke, we go in there and we apply some, Heimlich maneuver. There you go. Heimlich maneuvers. We're both still getting better at it. So those are things I'm watching.
Well,
awesome.
Coach
If
Lindenberg,
Child Protective Services is watching, that was all a joke.
There we go. Of course. Of course.
Because I know I know CPS
Yes.
are fans of the live stream.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I saw them.
But I also know that they've listened before and they've heard some of the most insane things you've said before in post-game interviews. So they know to take everything with a grain of salt, which is good.
Yeah.
All the children are safe, YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Coach Lindenberg, great win. Thanks for giving us an interview. Have a good game tomorrow. Have a good season. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Anderson, you gonna sign us off?
Well,
Go for it.
That's going to do us here. Once again, this is Keaton Anderson. We got Will Rossmiller up here producing. We got the man, the myth, the legend, the nor'easter, Mr. Wallen up here producing as well. We got Elizabeth Granick up here. We got Mr. Wallen's wife up here, Mrs. Wallen, the new Mrs. Wallen, Bree. It's been awesome. Katie Shader on the camera, Wisconsin Credit Union, Northwest Communication. We got all of our sponsors, people. So that's going to do it here. Signing off. Go Spartans.